We'll search for the pattern Ohio, all files and folders. Okay, that's good, but let's go a little bit deeper. We'll go grep-r for recursive search, Ohio. Now notice that I didn't have to place a file name or wildcard after the search pattern. I just hit enter. I'm John. I've spent 15 years in cyber, and there are few things that frustrate me more than when someone overcomplicates a technology concept. So let me flesh out some details you'll want to know about grep's recursive option, and let me show you those details in a way that is clear, direct, and thorough. Also, if you want me to cover another Linux topic in the same manner, let me know in the comments. First, let's look at a graphical demonstration of what the recursive option for grep is doing. This will help solidify the concept. Zooming out, the core concept of the -r option is to search not only the files in the current folder, but also all subfolders and files. I use the mnemonic or memory shortcut recursive, as in the phrase search recursively, to help me remember what the -r option actually does. Let me use a graphic to demonstrate. In a regular grep search, I type grep, followed by a search pattern, followed by a file or wildcard symbol. The wildcard symbol here just means search all files in the current folder. When I type out my grep command and hit enter, the following happens. Grep will search any files in the current folder, but unfortunately will choke and throw an error on any subfolders it finds. See Grep Bootcamp 25 to suppress these errors, or Grep Bootcamp 32 on how to skip these subfolders altogether. Now for the files it successfully searches, it will display any matches it finds on our screen. This is standard grep behavior. But when we type grep with the -r option for a recursive search, not only does grep not choke when it finds a subfolder, it actually drops down into that subfolder to perform its search operations on the files contained inside of it. Also notice that I didn't have to specify a file or wildcard with the -r option. Let's get back to our shell and we'll look at a few other details. Now, did you know that the -r option will also search hidden files? Check this out. We'll go to the opt subfolder and then we'll type ls-1 to display everything in a single column. You'll see these file names. Let's do ls-1 with the A to show hidden files. Now all of a sudden you see this .file2 pop up. Files that start with a period are hidden files. We'll clear our screen. We'll go grep Ohio star. We'll get those results, but we'll also do grep-r Ohio. And you see in this search, we get the .file2 result. But in this search, we did not get any .file2 as a result. So grep-r will search for these hidden files as well. Also, let's back out of this again. We'll clear our screen. Now, if you're doing a wide and deep search with grep, you may trip over some binary files. So let me show you how to skip those. We'll go grep-r Linux and we'll hit enter. See the binary files matches message? It's letting us know that the file has a matching pattern, but it's a binary file. Binary file is a file with special encoding meant to be read by a computer. Think of a JPEG picture or an executable. Generally, we are not interested in opening and reading these directly, so we usually just skip them so we don't have to deal with any annoying output or pointless messages. Now let's use the -I option to skip these binary files. grep-r I Linux. There we go, our search results without any annoying message. I go over using the -I option more thoroughly in Grep Bootcamp 34. I also talk about how to search binary files with grep in Grep Bootcamp 31, so reference those videos if you'd like to know more. Now the -R option of grep is really nice because it allows us to perform a wide grep search with a single command. I've used the -R option of grep quite a bit in my career, and it can be especially helpful during capture the flag events, which are hands-on competitions in which participants solve cybersecurity related challenges to find hidden pieces of data called flags. Now that's it for the -R option. If there's a Linux topic you'd like broken down simply, clearly, and thoroughly, drop it in the comments. That's how I decide what to focus on next. And thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next one.